This channel is for adults and not for kids. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. Today I wanted to show you guys a cool figure that I think he has popped up in a few of my other videos, but I actually don't remember ever making a video about him on his own. So we're gonna do that today. This is Atticus Doom from Mezco, part of their 112 line. This is one of their Rumble Society figures. Cool box with sort of a pirate looking theme going on here. And the artwork is super cool. So Atticus Doom is, think to yourself like Doctor Strange or Dr. Fate, you know, like a mighty sorcerer. And he comes with a few different looks. This is his main look, is this sort of stylized skull with like a turban on his head. That is not the head sculpt that I go with. But yeah, so it's sort of like Doctor Strange, but through a Mike Mignola lens. It's very Hellboy-ish. And speaking of which, check out the artwork on that stand and tell me that's not Mike Mignola inspired. That looks like it's right off the pages of Hellboy. So he comes with one of those cool stands and, you know, like the flight stand to attach to it, the little claw to attach to it, to either hold him up or to hold some of the effects. That's pretty cool. This whole thing is held together with a magnet. This is magnetic, it holds down. It's pretty cool. I'm not big on boxes, you guys know that, but you know, that one's pretty cool. So here's Atticus. And he's very cool. And of course, this is the head sculpt I went with. Yeah, he comes with this awesome Cthulhu sort of mind flare, you know, octopus head. Some sort of cephalopod monster. And of course that's the head I went with. Between that and a guy with a turban, why would you even pick that one? This is the one you should pick. Let's get a better look at him. Gorgeous. So yeah, he looks like he is right out of the Hellboy universe. He either looks like he's out of the Hellboy universe or he lives in Innsmouth in H.P. Lovecraft's universe. He's got these cool eyes on his gloves, or I guess on that glove. He's got this really cool wired trench coat, so you can, you know, display it, all sorts of cool action poses. He's got this really nice shirt, spiffy little red scarf. Here is the other head that he comes with. Like I said, it's pretty much a stylized skull, very Hellboy looking. Mike Mignola. And when you pop off the little turban, his brain. That's cool, but not as cool as that. So I remember when this guy went up for order. He's got to be a few years old by now. I don't know how old this is, maybe 3 or 4 years ago this came out. But yeah, when I saw it, I thought he was cool, and then I saw that head sculpt, and I flipped out. It was an instant purchase. Let me show you guys some of the cool shit he comes with. We're just going to look here at the tray, because I haven't really taken it out. I mean, I've taken it out and taken photos with it, but like, I keep it all in the little tray. He's got this cool sort of Necronomicon with a giant like Cthulhu thing on it. Magical tome to do battle with. And he's got, I believe these flames plug into the sockets of the eye sockets of the skull. That's cool. He's got all kinds of neat effects. He's got these smoke-like effects so that you can make him appear like he's in between worlds, sort of like little portals. He's got this cool cane, this cool walking stick. Is it gonna focus? That's really cool. You can swap out one of his hands for this cool lobster claw. That's pretty neat. I don't really like asymmetrical things though. Like if he would have come with 2 lobster claws, one for each, you know, a left and a right, I would have liked that better instead of just one claw. He's got magical hands, like this is like a Medusa hand where his fingers have turned into snakes, a bunch of serpents. What else? He's got gesturing hands. Like he's performing spells. That's cool. You know, your basic array of action hands. This one's like a translucent flame hand. Yeah, and fire effects. He also comes with, these are really cool. These are like translucent spell effects. So again, I would have much rather liked it if they were. Well, this is a tentacle hand. You can replace one of his hands with, one of his arms, into an actual tentacle. And they did give you 2. This one's long and a bendy wire, so you can pose it. But I'm so goofy. I would have preferred either 2 of these or 2 of these, but having, I don't know. I like my stuff to be sort of symmetrical. But those are cool options for photos. You can, this is to make it look like, okay, you can take these effects and put it on his arm and then make it look like his hand is popping out over here, you know? So it can look like he's jumping through dimensions. So it can pop out here, and this is where he's entering the other dimension. It's very cool. And then there's like these spell effects you can put over his hands to look like he's weaving these intricate spells. Using the old one's powers against them, maybe. And then he's got another stand to hold the actual effect pieces, and that's really cool. You know, Mezco, they cost a lot, but you really do get your money's worth with these damn things. The quality is really nice, and they give you a shit ton of accessories, and I've always loved that about them. I don't buy as many Mezcos as you know, guys that are hardcore Mezco collectors. I might have probably around 15 Mezco 112 figures. I've probably got somewhere in the neighborhood of about 15 of them. Just off the top of my head, I'm thinking probably around that many. But I know guys that that's all they collect, and they're expensive, you know. They're upwards of like $100 a figure. But you do get your money's worth. Again, I like this figure so much. I loved that head sculpt so much that you guys have seen this one before. I I made him one of my Cosmic Legion's troopers. That head sculpt looks great on the Tusk Sentry Trooper. Yeah, Atticus Doom is kind of like a short little figure. I'll show you guys some comparisons in a second. But there he is next to a Cosmic Legion's figure. And the head doesn't look silly on that body. It looks pretty awesome. But it is that head. It's not been enlarged or anything. It's the same head. But it looks good on the two different figures. The larger sized Cosmic Legions and the original Mezco 112. So that's my outer space Atticus Doom. Let's do some comparisons so you guys can see. He is a little figure. Here he is next to a custom G.I. Joe Classified Series figure I did. This is, ironically enough, the Mezco Snake Eyes 112 head on the G.I. Joe Classified Series movie Snake Eyes body. So he's shorter than a Classified Series. Yeah, I am on the wait list for the damn Snake Eyes from Mezco. But in the meantime, I got a hold of one of the heads, so I slapped it on a body that I had. When those Snake Eyes from that shitty movie, when those figures went on sale, I bought a bunch of them just to customize, because it's a cool body. The head sculpt that figure comes with is shit, so this Mezco head sculpt is way cooler. Anyway, so he's shorter than Snake Eyes, and he is shorter than the only other figure I grabbed was the new Epic Hacks Boss Fight Studios Red Sonja, which I don't think I did a video for her. Maybe I'll make a video for her too. But look, he's shorter than her too. So he's kind of a short figure. As she faints in fright of the octopus-headed monstrosity. Yeah, this is a really cool action figure. They came out with a second edition. Mezco always really... They kind of have a track record of doing that. Just like the Four Horsemen with their Mythic Legions or their Figura Obscura. They'll unleash a really awesome figure, and then once it sells out, they'll have another version of it. Well, there's another version of Atticus Doom, and he's like in glow-in-the-dark parts. And I was really tempted to pull the trigger and buy another one, but you just can't collect everything, you know? It's another $100, and I didn't feel like shelling it out for a figure I already had. If it was cheaper, if it was like $50, I probably would have, but not the full price. I didn't want to do it. But you can get a hold of this one or the glow-in-the-dark one. Lots of people sell it on eBay. I don't think he's available from, Mezco anymore. He probably sold out a long time ago. But he is a super cool monster. He is like a very cool sorcerer, wizard, a monster private investigator, a private dick named Doom. Yeah, got a trench coat. You can throw him into all sorts of universes. To me, he's sort of like a monster, wizard, private investigator that would team up with Hellboy, That's kind of where it is in my wheelhouse. But that is a look at good old Atticus Doom. I hope you guys liked checking him out. Yeah, these two faces just don't compare. I mean, if I were a rich man, not only would I have bought the glow-in-the-dark one, but I probably would have bought another one for this head sculpt. But seeing how I'm not a rich guy, this will be the version I go with. Anyway, thanks for stopping back by, my friends. Hope you're all doing well. We'll be back with some more monsters, aliens, robots, H.P. Lovecraft-inspired horrors. Take it easy. And as always, happy Halloween.